Academy. Robert Williamson set to bring in the coverage. Amy Zanity is all alone on top of the press box, shooting tonight's game. And yeah, she's got a 10 over. We didn't leave her completely out of the elements. So hopefully she can stay dry and help on the most important end of the coverage. Heck, all I got to do is run them out. She's the one that's got all the hard work tonight. Bayside had the win of the coin toss, opted to defer to the second half. Kick into the end zone, and it will come out to the 20, and that's where things will begin for Orange Beach. Third meeting between these two, as you have got a flag, by the way, on the play. And it looks like Bayside is coming back to re-kick. So no time off the clock and a re-kick. I wonder if the game officially begins with the official kick or if it technically begins. Now, I know time-wise on the game clock hasn't started at all. But with the start of the game, do we, in a real-time fashion, do it with the first kick or the re-kick? These are the things I ponder. Rain is falling, not nearly as heavy as it has been. But it is falling on a Friday night, and according to the folks who predict these kind of things, apparently we're going to have some inclement weather for a while. Nathan Ivan's got it teed up a little further back at the 35. We'll boot it away. And let's see if we officially get the game underway. Looks like we will from the 10. Return out to the 25. 30 still in his feet. 40, 45. Midfield, and finally brought down inside Bayside territory, and that is where Orange Beach will begin. A big return from Blake Brunick. And the kicker in on the stop, and Brunick is hurt.
Nathan Ivan.
So Ivan the stop, the last line of defense for Bayside Academy, but Brunick will stay down. Good return, but a hurt Makos. And he is being tended to on the sidelines, and apparently we will continue play here, but he is on his back and not getting up, and he's really not far off the playing turf. I don't know if the officials are going to allow play to begin, and apparently won't until Brunick is tended to and able to move away.
Don't forget to visit the concession stand.
So wow, what a start. You got a penalty and then you got an injury. And we're literally 15 seconds into the ball game. And Orange Beach is about 7 yards inside Bayside territory.
We thank all of those involved in those events.
Now it looks like they've got Brunick up.
A reality.
And we will get play underway. Third meeting between these two. First one won by Orange Beach, second one won by Bayside Academy. And kind of a play that the Eagles have made so popular. Snap, though, not back to the quarterback, but instead to Andrew Beck. In the backfield, and he will pick up a couple of yards and bring up a second down and 8. According to the forecast, a 70 to 75% chance of rain all evening long, and I think it has rained ever since I got here at 5. It was very light at 5, heavy at times. Again, run game to the outside. Beck at 6'3" and 260. He is a load to bring down. He'll pick up 7 and brings up a third down and 1. Opening drive of the football game. A lot of football, by the way, in Alabama was played last night, and that's because of the official shortage. Boy, an interesting move that almost made it look like they were putting the play in play, which if you don't have a disciplined defense, it draws somebody off sides. It did not. Back on the keeper, and he will churn his way for a first. Apparently, it depends on the spot, but it looks like he'll have enough for the first.
Back on the carry.
Well, it hasn't been anything particularly fancy, but it's been effective. 3 in a cloud of dust. Of course, on a night like tonight, I guess you won't get a whole lot of dust. But you get the idea. Just back consistently running the football. And will make his way to the 32 where it is first down and 10. And I don't know if this is implemented because of rain. It certainly is a more secure way to keep the football back down to the 27-yard line. And he will pick up 5, maybe 6 on a first down carry, bringing up a second down and 4.
Back on the carry up the middle, gain 6. Brought down by a host of Admirals once again.
But if it is your normal game plan, it's a great night to run it.
2nd and 4.
And it is second down and 4 with the football just shy of the 26-yard line. Orange Beach only in their 3rd year of football. I actually make that 5th year of football. Have completed 4, got a penalty flag. What I find interesting is in their brief amount of football, 4 years coming into this season, 5 total. 3 different coaches. Bayside has had 3 different coaches in now 24 years of football.
Sideline warning on the Admirals.
Well, no penalty yardage marked off. It will be a sideline warning
For
in the Bayside.
Stop was made by Palmer Angermeyer.
Football just shy of the 25, where it is 3rd down. And you would assume with the offense that the Mancos are running, this is 4-down territory. Beck will throw out on the formation. Kane on the defense, and he'll break up the pass. Pass play intended for Evan Crockett. And it'll bring up a 4th down and 3.
Chase Royal is incomplete. Defended
and
by
it does
Noah
look
Kane,
like
brings up 4th down and 4
Orange Beach
for the
will go
Mancos.
for it. Fourth down, 3, football at the 25. Get to the 22, you picked up the first. Opening drive of the football game, consuming a little better than 3 minutes. Back on the keeper, and he will pound his way very close to a first. This is one of those plays that depends upon the spot.
Stopped once again by a host of Admirals, led by
Mancos seem to think they've got it. Admirals seem to think they don't. And the officials haven't yet indicated. Umpire giving it the eagle eye. It says, heck, I don't know. Let's bring the chains out. So the chains coming onto the field to determine whether it is first and 10 Mancos or first and 10 Admirals.
Spirit Shop located next to the concession stand for all of your Admiral gear and merchandise.
Here at home, 73-48 are the Admirals. Interesting that Orange Beach is more successful on the road than they are at home. 13-6 in away games. At their place, 9-14. First down, Bayside.
First down, Admirals.
Inches shy of a first.
They did not pick up the 4th down conversion.
And Beck misses it by inches on 4th down. In an opening drive that consumed, if my math skills are appropriate, 3 minutes, 29 seconds. Winds up dying at the 23 of Bayside, and the Admirals will come out for their first offensive series of the football game. Light rain falling on a Friday night.
23-yard line.
And by the way, your coverage brought to you by Gulf City Body and Trailer. Handoff up the middle, Lions. And speaking of Hunter Lyons, owner of Gulf City, and it's Cade Lyons on the carry. The gain of a yard brings up a second down. And right at 8 yards.
Stop made by number 9, Matthew Hoover for the Mancos.
Opening Bayside drive of the football game, won the coin toss, opted to defer. And it'll be second down and 9. Bayside for a Third consecutive week without the services of Brennan Yamani. And off given to Lyons, and Lyons will turn his way out to the 29.
Carry once again for the Admirals over the left side. Picks up a couple more.
Brings up a third down and relatively manageable. We'll call it a 3rd and 6.
That'll bring up third
Football
down
at the
and
27.
6 for the Admirals.
Bayside trying to convert their first third down opportunity. Bo Miller, the sophomore quarterback, starting his 3rd game of the year on a 3rd down and 6. Keeper by Miller, and Miller will make his way back to the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a half yard out of it, no more. And it'll be a punting situation for Bayside.
Carry, the quarterback keeper loses a yard.
So both teams, their opening drive will stall.
That'll bring up 4th down for the
After a
Admirals.
total of 7 plays for the Makos and a total of 3 for the Admirals. Stacy to kick it away. Keelan Stacy, the senior. On a 4th down and 6 football at the 27, last of the non-region games for a bit. And you got a timeout on the field asked for by the Admirals.
We work hard to give our customers the very best. So when they share how happy they are with us, we love sharing that news with the world. One of our customers loved our customer service so much that they left this review online. It's obvious that reviews like this always make us smile, but it also serves as a reminder to us that it is imperative to provide the best service possible for our customers. We believe that our future success comes from the way we treat our customers today. So if you're looking for a company that has the best customer service backed by years of extensive knowledge and experience, then we are the right fit for you. Thanks for taking a moment to check us out. We are excited about serving you and the people you care about. Don't hesitate to call us on the number on your screen, and we look forward to doing business with you.
Stacy Andover in kick, and will hit it midfield, travel down to the 40, and that is where Orange Beach will take over, 1st down and 10. Kate Showell's back and receive, but no opportunity for a return. And again, Makos with good field position started at the 43 of Bayside on the opening drive of the night. And now this one will begin at the 40. 6:39 left to play here in quarter number 1. I am wondering if we'll get our mandatory 6-minute in heat-related break. And a whistle, got a flag. And you've got a false start. And a 5-yard mark off. That'll be charged to Orange Beach.
5-yard penalty. Ball will be placed at the 35-yard line. Bring up 1st and 15.
Gotta say get well soon to Jamie Ferguson. Understand he's at the house with the flu, and that's from a pretty good source. Got a text, wanted to watch his Admirals play in the game. Got underway about 3 to 4 minutes late. So wanted to make sure he wasn't missing anything. And passed along the info. Jamie, hope you get over the flu quickly.
2nd down and 14.
2nd and 14 after the loss on the 1st down play. Actually, the loss was on the penalty yardage. The gain on the 1st down play, pickup of 1. And it looks like back to a more typical formation as you got a penalty flag. Handoff was given to McAlpine, but got an illegal procedure. False start charged to the Makos.
Brings up 2nd and 19 from the 31.
Well, you got Brunig back in the backfield, and that might be your answer as to why Beck was featured on the opening drive. Brunig was the kick returner on the opening kickoff, got injured, and came out of the game. So it may have just been necessitated by Brunig. Also McAlpine in the backfield. Handoff given to Brunick, and Brunick stopped at the 31.
Blake Brunick on the quarterback keeper. Met quickly.
Little gain, yard, line of scrimmage is the 30. Well, we got an answer on the 6-minute heat-related break. There's a timeout on the field. We'll take a break, be right back.
Third 19 for the Makos.
They're now 19. McAlpine in the backfield, so is Beck. And Beck has been the workhorse for this Orange Beach squad. Looking at a third down and 19. Granted, on the first drive and this one 2 now, this does not look like a team that's built for picking up a third and 19. They'll pick up right at 8 or 9.
Austin Beck on
And
the
they'll bring up a fourth
keeper.
down in a punting situation. One would assume,
7 yards.
but the
Brought down by
Makos have been a little
Hook,
unusual with
led by
everything they
number
have
10,
done
Sam
tonight.
Cunningham.
And it doesn't look at the moment as if they are in punt formation. And now Beck will drop back, maybe get a little bit of a quick kick. Kane can't figure out whether they're going to kick it or run it. It'll be a little pooch kick. Nobody back to return. And the ball out of bounds near the 25.
Beck with the punt. Down to the
So that's where
24-yard line.
Bayside's second drive of the night will start.
First and 10.
Next week for Bayside off to Monroe
I'd take an
County.
opportunity to thank
First
some of our
region
athletic
game of the year.
sponsors. Admiral sponsors,
Our plans
Bay Area
are to
Onyx,
be there to bring you
Southern
live
Shield
coverage.
Insurance, Claremont, 68 Ventures.
By the way,
All
too,
Bone and Joint, Cochran
football
Builders,
tomorrow, Georgia Military
First Horizon
College
Bank,
and Tyler
Gulf
Junior
Orthopedics,
College in Tyler,
Davis
Texas.
Associates, Pumps and Process, Law
So last week headed east,
Crescent Code,
Georgia Military College and Iowa Western. This week it is
Chevrolet,
west
the Orthopedic
for
Group,
Georgia Military
and
College
Victus
and
Fence
Tyler.
Clinic.
1 p.m. start for the football game tomorrow. First down and 10, Bayside at the 25. Handoff given to Lions. Lions got running room 30, 35, 40. Across midfield. And he'll be roped down near the 41. First trip inside Orange Beach territory for Bayside, and Cade Lyons does it.
A Mosquito Authority Admirals, first down.
Sophomore who got a lot of playing time as a freshman. Picking up the first down to the 41, where it is first down and 10, Bayside. 24 years of football at Bayside Academy. 2 years now for Coach Trotter. Miller fakes to Lyons, tosses over to Kane. Kane might have squeaked out a half yard, but not much more
Miller's pass completes
on the
to
pass
Kane
play.
on the left side. No gain
146
on the play,
and
second
109
for the Admirals.
in those now 23 plus years into their 24th. That is a 57% winning percentage. 4 to play in the opening quarter. Second down, we'll call it 10. Kane able to get back to the line of scrimmage on the pass play. Well, the key ingredient for the Admirals in winning the game is to hold the opposition to less than 10. Miller on the keeper 35. And he will make his way to about the 32, bringing up a third down and short.
Picks up 8 on the play. Brings up third down and 2 for the Admirals.
When allowing less than 10 points, Bayside is 50-1. So it's your key ingredient tonight. Keep the Makos off the board or limit them to a touchdown or less, and you got a pretty good chance at winning the football game. 3rd down and 1. I would think this is 4-down territory for Bayside. Of course, they don't want to worry about a 4th down decision. Want to pick it up here on 3rd. Miller around the end. He'll pick up the first as he's driven out of bounds near the 29.
Miller on the carry over the right side. Brought out of bounds around the 30-yard
So a 1st down and 10.
Combined on the stop with Blake Bruning.
Bayside's 2nd drive of the football game. And their most successful opening drive with 3 and out. And here Bayside has made their way 9 yards away from the red zone. 29 from Payton on a 1st and 10. Handoff given to Lyons right up the middle. And will make his way inside the 25 to the 24. But if you're going to hold Orange Beach to less than 10, might as well go ahead and get your 18th shutout in school history. 17 times Bayside has slammed the door on the opposition. 2nd down and 5. Lions again on the carry. And he will sidestep Makos down to the 20. And it will be 3rd down and very short.
Lions on the carry up the middle once again. Stop made by a host of Makos.
Inside a couple of minutes to play in the opening quarter.
For the Admirals.
The Lions getting the bulk of the work on this drive. 3rd down and 1 in the backfield beside Miller. Kane in motion. Give goes to Kane. He's got the first. He's got more inside the 15. Churns his way inside the 10. Down to the 8. 1st and goal, Bayside.
Noah Kane on the carry over the right side.
So Noah Kane, the junior. Inside the 10 down to the 8. Where it is 1st down and goal for the Admirals. Trying to put points on the board before the quarter comes to an end. Handoff given or faked to Lions. Touchdown toss. Excellent execution. Play action. John Ben Wilkinson, 8-yard touchdown reception. And the Makos on the board with 1:06 to play in stanza number 1. And all of the success was primarily on the ground until the pass to Wilkinson. And Bayside makes it a 6-zip game. With Nathan Ivan trying to tack on the extra point. Extra point try up. And officials say it is good. Bayside up by a TD.
We just received some fantastic feedback from one of our great clients. They wanted to tell us what a good job we did for them, and we wanted to share it with you. And it's no surprise that we love hearing from happy and satisfied customers. And this review is no exception in showing our dedication to superior customer service. This is one of our favorite reviews as well. Very inspiring. But please, don't take their word for it. We're confident you'll discover the difference for yourself. Attention to detail and unmatched quality are our specialties. Simply call the number on your screen if we can help you. We look forward to serving you. Thanks for watching.
On a rainy night, you might think the passing game ineffective, but 2 passes, both complete by Miller in the final 8 to Wilkinson, and Bayside taking a 7-zip lead here in the opening stanza. Kick return from the 3 to the 20. Brunick still on his feet. Another good return. Across the 30 to the 32.
Brunick on the return for the Makos. Takes it up to the 33-yard line. Stop is made by number 25, Monroe Parton.
Parton in on the stop, brings up a first down and 10. With a little less than a minute to play in the opening quarter. And it'll be Beck again on the carry. And Beck wrapped up behind the line of scrimmage, able to fall forward and maybe squeak out a yard. Well, heck, they're going to give him, at least if the down marker is right currently, 3 yards. It sure looked like a lot less. And it'll bring up a second down and 7. Well, I guess when you're 6'3" and you fall forward.
Austin Beck on the carry, gain of 3.
You pick up
second and 7.
What? 2 yards right there. So it is a pickup of 3, second and 7. Beck again on the keeper. And he will pound his way up the middle to the 40.
Beck again on the
And that may be the last play of the quarter. Clock inside 10.
3rd and 4.
Comparatively speaking, a quickly expiring stanza. And we are through with 1. And at the end of 1, Bayside 7, Makos nothing.
Ladies and gentlemen, I want to remind you that the Upper School Student Government Association is conducting a split the pot raffle.
A reminder that we'd love to have you as a subscriber to our YouTube channel, trying to get to 5,000 YouTube subscribers. And I think we're about, I don't know, maybe about 40 away.
With the winner receiving 50% of the
And
total.
you might be saying, well, what happens when you get 5,000? Well, we'll shoot for 6. Never happy, never satisfied.
Get your tickets and let's all help knock out.
But we sure would like about 40 more to get to 5,000 subscribers. There should be a subscription button somewhere nearby. So you be sure to subscribe, and we'll be sure to thank you in advance. 3rd down and 3, Beck looking for a hole, but there is a flag on the play. Illegal procedure. That is at least the 3rd on the Makos tonight.
And bring up 3rd and 8.
And that 3rd is not as manageable. It was 3rd and 3, now about 3rd and 8. After the penalty yardage is marked off, back to the 34. Gulf City Body and Trailer making our coverage possible tonight. Thank you very much to all the folks there at Gulf City. 3rd down, 8. Beck keeps it. Trying to get around the end, and he'll get to the line of scrimmage. That's it. A lot of blue jerseys nearby. A lot more blue than white jerseys. And Beck dropped after no gain.
Along with a few of his friends making the stop for the Admirals.
And it'll bring up a 4th down and long.
4th down and 8. Makos.
Noah Kane back to receive, and now your more typical punt formation for the Makos. They have done a lot of stuff unusual tonight. It's your standard punting formation on a 4th down. Kane not going to have an opportunity for a return. Takes a bit of a Mako's roll down to the 27. And that is where Bayside will take over first down and 10. Looking to match what was done in the prior drive. That turned into a Wilkinson touchdown reception of 8 yards from Bo Miller. The only two teams in the region where Bayside competes to play is Excel and Flomaton. And a surprise, Excel knocks off Flomaton.
Treat opposing teams, fans, game officials.
So Excel may not be the, for the lack of a better word, patsy that sometimes some may have thought. Lions drop behind the line of scrimmage. Host of Mako's.
Lions on the
Dropping
carry.
back at the 19, loss of a yard.
By Daniel Hembry and Dylan Adams. Loss of 1 on the play brings up second down and 11.
So those two teams, the only teams to play in the region, XL 1-0, Flomaton 0-1 in region play. And of course, that's what matters. Out of region, you can lose everything. In region, if you win everything, you're hosting a first-round playoff game. Miller working from the gun, drops back to pass. Looks, everybody covered, takes off across the 20 to the 24. And it'll be a third down and long for the Admirals.
On the run. Picks up 3 on the play. Bring up 3rd and 8 for the Admirals.
Admirals have put 42 on the board and allowed 35. Coming into this one. Now, of course, with the 2 on the board, 49 scored and 45 allowed. Third down and 7. Couple of receivers to the right side, one to this side. In motion goes Lions. Empty backfield. Miller to pass. Steps up. Looks for the first. If it is spotted across the 30, he's got it. And that is where the official currently stands. So he's got the yardage necessary to pick up the first.
Gain of 4 on the play. Brings up 4th and 2 for the Admirals.
I was thinking the ball was back to the 20, but it looks like you got to cross the 30 to pick up the first. So it is 4th and a yard.
Kellen Stacy on the punt for the Admirals. Back to receive. It's Caden Giles for the Makos.
I'm thinking maybe I need to get more powerful glasses. You know, I went from the 125 to the 150 to the 175 in these reading glasses. Maybe I need to go to 200 if they've got those. Ivan will boot it away. And it drops to the 47. Takes an Admiral roll to the 42. And that is where Orange Beach will take over first down and 10. Coming up at halftime, we talk with Joseph Swagger, cross-country coach, track and field coach, mathematics instructor, compliance coordinator. He's our halftime guest. And that's coming up 8 minutes and 34 football seconds from now. First down and 10, Makos at the 43. Beck has done the bulk of the carrying, but on this particular play, a little misdirection. And it is Daniel Hembry.
Over the right side, met quickly by Monroe Parton for the Admirals.
Hembry will gain a yard, 2nd and 9, football at the 44. Orange Beach yet to complete a pass. The bulk of the plays have been on the ground. Brunick stringing it to the outside. He will run out of bounds near the 48. Picked up roughly 3.
Brunick over the left side.
And it will bring up a 3rd down. And right at 5, maybe 6. Football spotted at the 47.
Gain of 3 on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 6.
7-zip ball
For the
game.
Makos.
Bayside with 1:06 to play in the opening stanza. Mo Miller finding John Ben Wilkinson on an 8-yard touchdown strike. By the way, too, yes, your shout-out's coming in the 3rd. It's a Bayside tradition, so we're going to stick with that tradition tonight. Brunick on the carry, but we might have the 4th false start, and we do.
False start Makos. We'll back things up 5 yards. Brings up 3rd and 11.
Backwards
For the
5.
Makos.
It'll bring up a 3rd and 11. Football at the 42 now, after the penalty yardage is marked off. I don't see back on the field currently Braden Hood, Blake Brunick on the turf for the Makos. Direct snap to Brunick. And he will pick up a yard. A penalty flag coming in late.
Brunick keeps it on the play over the left side. Billy Neal with the stop.
And that could be a defensive infraction based on when it was thrown into the fray and where. Let's see what the officials say happened. And will it be 4th and long, or will we get a replay of 3rd, or maybe even possibly, depending on yardage marked off. It is a face mask.
Personal foul face mask called on the Admirals.
And it'll be charged to the Admirals, and that will be enough for the first on the 15-yard mark off.
Penalty will be a 1st down Makos at the 43-yard line.
First big penalty of the football game going against Bayside. And it'll give the Makos 1st down and 10 at 42. Back in the backfield for Orange Beach, who has had one All-State player. And that was Chris Pearson. Chris Pearson now at the University of Houston. Interesting note on Pearson, the Admirals would probably like to forget. Drop behind the line of scrimmage, Hood. Read perfectly by Owen Renick. And drop for a loss of right at 6.
On the end around, met quickly by number 70 for the Admirals.
But why the Admirals might want to forget Chris Pearson, the only All-State player for the Makos, was a 93-yard punt return for a touchdown. Back incomplete pass over the middle. I think that was intended for the official.
Next pass.
He was the only Mako nearby. And it'll be an incomplete pass, bringing up a 3rd down at 16. Mako's got to bring it inside the 35 to the 33 to pick up the first. Bayside, on the other hand, 26 All-State players in school history. Back to pass. He will air it out, and it'll be incomplete. David Phillips defending. And the intended target, Joel Chandler, couldn't get to it. Incomplete. Back, though, did show a pretty good arm. An incomplete pass on 3rd and long turns it into 4th and long. In a punting situation, Kane standing just inside his 20, awaiting the kick. It will hit at the 15. Kane will watch it roll down to the 8. And that is where Bayside will take over. 1st down and 10.
Down to the 8-yard line where the Admirals will take over 1st and 10.
Coming up next week, volleyball and football. Volleyball on Monday, Bishop State and Coastal Alabama North. On Wednesday, Coastal North and Coastal South. On Thursday, Pensacola Christian and Coastal Alabama Sound. And then football on Friday, as we'll head to Monroe County and Monroeville. Bayside and Monroe County, and then football and volleyball on Saturday. Georgia Military and Central Georgia Tech. John Melvin University and Coastal Alabama North in volleyball. Plus, we're doing a couple of games for the SIAC on the ESPN Plus platform. That's all within the next 7 days or so.
False start Admirals.
Now Bayside trying their hand at the false start.
Half the distance to the goal. We'll take it to the 4-yard line.
That'll put it back to the 4 after the mark off of the penalty yardage. And it'll bring up a replay of first, but now 1st and 14. Miller goes to Lyons, and Lyons just trying to get a little breathing room out to the 9.
Lyons on the carry. Up to the 9-yard line. Brought down by James Key for the
gain of 5. It'll bring up a 2nd down and 9.
Admirals.
As we get inside 6 minutes to play in the stands, I haven't seen the officials stop the clock and say go to the sidelines and get a heat-related break. So either it's just not hot enough or they forgot. On a 2nd and 9. Handoff goes to the guy in motion, Burt Brown, and Brown dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
Burt Brown on the carry for the Admirals.
And there is an injured Admiral, and that might be Brown. Well, the injured Admiral writhing in pain over on the far sidelines. 5:28 to play in the opening stanza. While trainers tend to the injury, we take a break.
We work hard to give our customers the very best. So when they share how happy they are with us, we love sharing that news with the world. One of our customers loved our customer service so much that they left this review online. It's obvious that reviews like this always make us smile, but it also serves as a reminder to us that it is imperative to provide the best service possible for our customers. We believe that our future success comes from the way we treat our customers today. So if you're looking for a company that has the best customer service backed by years of extensive knowledge and experience, then we are the right fit for you. Thanks for taking a moment to check us out. We are excited about serving you and the people you care about. Don't hesitate to call us on the number on your screen, and we look forward to doing business with you.
Burt Brown was the injured Admiral. The good news is with each step towards the sidelines, it looked like that walk looked a little bit better. Looks like light rain continuing to fall, very light rain. A soggy Friday night of football. As I mentioned, a lot of teams played yesterday because of an official shortage. Miller on a 3rd and long, trying to get out of the end zone and trying to plant and fire. It'll be incomplete. I think Bo Anderson was the intended target, but Bo Miller running for his life, trying to get rid of it and avoid the safety.
For the Admirals.
And the Admirals will boot it away. Keelan Stacy in to do the honors. Inside 5 minutes to play in the opening quarter. A one-score game thus far. And it happened late in the first with 1:06 left. Wilkinson, the 8-yard touchdown strike from Bo Miller.
Stacy on the punt for the Admirals.
There's not much distance between Stacy and out of bounds. And it's hopped to him Able to get a little bit of a kick off. No, that's a safety. Touched his knee to the turf in the end zone. Had to go to a knee to field the bad snap.
On the play.
And Orange Beach will get on the board. Compliments of the safety. And they'll get the football. 4:52 left to play in the first half. So a 7-point lead becomes a 5-point one. And Bayside will boot it away, and the Makos will likely wind up with fairly decent field position. As we get inside, 5 minutes to play here in half number one. Joe Swagger to the half. This week's halftime feature. And I was talking about the fact that a lot of teams played Thursday night in Alabama high school football. That is because of a very real official shortage. And it is likely, I would assume, that if you're doing it this early in the year, that's not something that is going to change. Now, I don't know the procedure, the process, if it is mandated from admin in the AHSAA and you move to Thursday, or if the school has got some wiggle room where that's concerned. But keep an eye on the rest of the schedule. A lot of teams are going to be impacted, and Friday night games will be moved to Thursday. Kick after the safety, fielded by Brunick at the 28. To the 40, to the 43, and that is where the Makos will take over. First down and 10.
Kickoff for the Admirals, returned by Blake Brunick to the 44-yard line.
First down and 10, Makos in a 7-2 ball game. Admirals with the only first quarter score. Makos with the only second quarter score thus far. Makos with a 27-21 season opening win over Alberta. And then lost to Citronelle 42-14. Admirals flipped it around, lost the season opener to St. Michael. And then a win last week over Marbury. Back on the keeper. He'll be dropped by Palmer Angermeyer after a gain of 3. Yeah, that is Miles Uter ripping it away going, hey, that's a fumble. Well, Beck was on the turn.
On the keeper for the Makos.
So the Makos will keep it.
Down by Palmer Angermeyer and Miles Uter for the Admirals.
$4:15 left in the half. Brunick in the backfield. He'll run it to the left side and have running room. Inside Bayside territory. Still on his feet. Got tripped up near the 40. Dives to inside the 35.
Brunick over the left side. Takes it down to the 34-yard line. That'll be enough for a Makos.
It is enough for a Makos first. And it is 1st and 10. Clock running down. Inside 4. Getting closer to 3 left in the opening half. Brunick in the backfield. Also got Chase Hoyle in the backfield for the Makos on a 1st down and 10 at the 34. And now you got a timeout on the field.
Orange Beach.
And it's asked for by Orange Beach. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and Threads. And also, if you want to watch the game later, or any Bayside game, or any game period, on our website, sign up for the premium channel. $25 gives you access to about 1,000 games. Brunick making his way to the left side, positive yardage.
Chased out of bounds by Monroe Park.
And he will be very close to another Makos first down after a gain of 8.
Gain of 7 on the play.
Second down and 2. Football is just shy of the 25-yard line. Bayside, a 3A, Orange Beach, a 4A team. Low snap, Brunick's got it. This time tries the right side. And it's another one of those plays where the spot will determine whether it is first down and 10 or third down and short. And it is apparently third and short.
Led by Monroe Park. Bring it down. Third down and 1.
So a third down. Football inside the 25. And the Mako is perfectly content with running the play clock down. Hand off up the middle. And it looks like the yard necessary picked up by Beck. And maybe an additional one. And again, spot determines it is a first down.
Will be enough for a Mako's first down.
So first down and 10, football at the 21.
Correction, 22-yard line.
Well, the Mako's game plan, run the clock out and score just before the half ends. The Admiral game plan, get the football. Stop them here. Do not allow a first. And there is a good start to not allowing the first. A 5-yard mark off against the Makos. That will be, I believe, the 6th false start.
Take it back to the 27
charge to the Makos.
It'll be first and 15 for the Makos.
So instead of a first down and 10, a first and 15. Good news on the mark-off, bad news for the Admirals. Clock runs in their hopes of getting the football back. Brunick on the keeper gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Brought down by Noah Kane for the Admirals. Loss of 3 on the play. Bring up second down and 18.
Second down, 15 or 16 for a first. Got to get inside the 15, down near the 11. As we get inside 2 minutes to play in the half. Back on the pass play, incomplete pass. There was a little contact, but apparently not enough to draw the foul there. There is a flag, though, in the backfield, which is often where you get a hole. And let's see if that's what the officials saw on the incomplete pass intended for Logan Cruz, the big tight end. And it is a hold, and it is against Makos. But there's an offsetting infraction charge to the Admirals.
Pass interference on the Admirals.
So there was a flag. I did not see the flag in the vicinity of the contact between Angermeyer and Cruz. But apparently there was a flag there, and then one in the backfield offsetting. And through all of that, we get a lot of time off the clock and a replay of second down and long. McAlpine in the backfield. He's got Chase Hoyle there as well. McAlpine on the pass. It is caught. Not enough for the first from Lee Steele, but did pick up positive yardage.
On the left side.
bring up a third down. Third down and
Gain of 8 on
8.
the play brings up third down and 9 for the Makos.
Football just outside of the 20. McAlpine with a couple of receivers to this side, one to the other. He'll roll out to his right. Looks, fires. Target is found down to the 10 near the 9-yard line. Goes Chase Hoyle.
McAlpin hits Chase Hoyle. Down to the 10-yard line. Brought down by Miles Uter for the Admirals.
Where the ball is spotted, I don't think you can get a first. You got to score first, at least from this angle. It looks like some of the ball is on the 10, which would mean some of the ball would be in the end zone before you could pick up the 10 necessary to pick up a first. So first and goal, Brunick on the keeper, penalty flags fly. And let's see what happened here.
Brunick on the carry up the middle.
At the moment, Lee Steele's got that I didn't do it look on his face, which may mean
for the Admirals.
the penalty is going against Orange Beach, and it is a false start.
Flag on the play. Illegal procedure against the Makos.
So a 5-yard mark off. 45 seconds left to play in the half. Orange Beach pushed back to the 13.
Correction, penalty is accepted. We'll take it back to the 15.
And it'll be a first down at goal from the 15. McAlpine and Brunick in the backfield. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. McAlpine to pass. Looks, pass is caught. Not much of a gain, though. And timeout asked for by the Makos with 37 seconds left in the half. 37 seconds left to play in the half. It is so tempting to say Bayside holds on to a 5-run lead in a 7-2 game, but it's a 5-point lead. Not playing baseball, though it looks like a baseball score. 37 seconds away from halftime. And the Makos looking at a second and goal from near the 11, a gain of 4 on the prior pass play. Brunick in the backfield. McAlpine staying at quarterback, low snap. And he's going to be dropped. A low snap may have created part of the problem.
Number 70 for the Admirals.
But the rest of the problem was
Owen Reinick.
Owen Reinick. Big sack by Reinick. And McAlpine dropped near the 18. And I don't know if Orange Beach is going to, well, they're letting time apparently expire, going to call a timeout, and I would assume bring the field goal unit onto the field. And you're going to be looking at roughly a 36-yard effort. Timeout on the field. We'll be back in a half minute on JockJive. Just about all Wayne Jones County. Diving catch at shortstop. Gross. Towards the gap. Diving catch in center field by Ben Aklinski. There is a shot towards deep short. Kraft's got it. Long throw over, and he got it. First-year coach Wade Waldrop is either going to kick a field goal or wanted Bayside to think he was going to kick a field goal. And on a night like tonight where he's done a lot of things different, not sure which we'll get. Right now, it looks like they will try a field goal of 35 yards. Out of the hold of Matthew Steele. 35-yard kick. It is up, and it is good. Thought for a moment it would drop just a little bit shy of the crossbars, but instead it drops just over those crossbars.
Admirals lead 7-5 going into halftime.
And Bayside with a two-run homer lead. 7-5 advantage at halftime. It is halftime into the half, a 7-5 Bayside lead. Bayside started the scoring at 1:06 to play in the first stanza. Wilkinson, an 8-yard touchdown strike from Bo Miller, and the Ivan kick good. Bayside with a 7-zip lead going into the second. 4:52 before the half. Stacy in the end zone trying to field a bad snap, punting. Turns into a safety for Orange Beach. And it's a 7-2 game. And then just moments ago, 35-yard field goal as time expires in the first half. And here we are at halftime, 7-5, Bayside Academy with the lead. Thanks so much to the folks who are making this game possible. You get to watch it because of Gulf City Body and Trailer Works since 1945. Joseph Swaggart is our guest at the half, and he's coming up.
We just received some fantastic feedback from one of our great clients. They wanted to tell us what a good job we did for them, and we wanted to share it with you. And it's no surprise that we love hearing from happy and satisfied customers. And this review is no exception in showing our dedication to superior customer service. This is one of our favorite reviews as well. Very inspiring. But please, don't take their word for it. We're confident you'll discover the difference for yourself. Attention to detail and unmatched quality are our specialties. Simply call the number on your screen if we can help you. We look forward to serving you. Thanks for watching.
Good to have with us as our halftime guest, Joseph Swaggart, who wears a whole lot of caps there in Bayside Academy. How you doing, Joe?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I am doing good. I was looking at an email that had your name in closing and then a litany of jobs that you have: mathematics instructor, compliance coordinator, track and field head coach, cross country head coach. You carry a lot of caps, a lot of responsibilities there.
Yeah, it's the school's worked. We've worked it out where it's possible to do during a work day, but there tends to be some things that go home, pretty often. But as with cross country, indoor, outdoor, that keeps me busy year round. But also one thing that my wife and I work heavily with is our youth development program as well, with cross country and track and field. But a lot of that's not possible without the help of a lot of good assistant coaches as well.
I know that we spoke a year ago, but for new viewers to our game or to our conversation tonight, kind of give us a little background on you, a bio on Joseph Swaggart, where you come from, how you got to Bayside.
Well, I'm in my 11th year at Bayside. Been coaching cross country, indoor and outdoor now for 19 years. I was previously at Cottage Hill for 8 years, and but I've always taught upper school. Always taught the higher levels of math and physics from the very beginning. So kind of give you a little bit of background there.
Math and physics, that is difficult. I'll leave it at that. I mean, that's something I haven't delved into. I did what I had to do to get by high school and college. It is I don't want to call it a unique, it's a smart mind that goes math and physics route. What directed you that direction? And that, of course, academically, and the tie with track and field from an athletic perspective. What brought you to both?
I originally majored in meteorology at South Alabama. I could handle the math and science background, but I didn't know if I wanted to do that for a career. I wasn't extremely confident in that. So one of the things that influenced me to get a degree in math and statistics while at South was one of my meteorology professors. She had an undergrad in mathematics. So I went that route. I was removed a year and a half from college before I started teaching. And then when I started teaching at Cottage Hill, the only other math teacher that was at the school retired. So I got the choice of whatever was left over or whatever I wanted to teach. And so I decided I would, not far removed from college, decide to teach the calculus, and they needed a physics teacher and then physics. But when I applied to go teach here, the goal was to teach the AP calculus, BC, continue the physics. In terms of coaching, I did not run in college. I had hoped to run in college. I ran cross country, and I was a distance runner in high school. So in terms of the sport of track and field, having to really learn a lot of the field events when you're a young coach and you got some kids who are willing to learn and grow in certain sports, you just share, hey, we're learning this together. It was a really cool thing is, almost having a state champion every field event. I know that we've not had one in pole vault, or we might. It was really close to having a pole vault state champion, but having somebody win long, triple, high jump, disc, shot, and not had a state champion in javelin yet, but to be able to have good assistant coaches, athletes who are willing to work, and being able to push your kids, and you got to learn. You're always constantly learning, and it's the only way to get better at what you do.
If you had to give up one or the other, I mean, it sounds like you're very involved outside of just high school coaching, but outside of the Bayside curriculum, you are very involved with coaching track and field. So if there was an ultimatum, one of them had to go, which one would go?
You're saying whether I had to give up coaching or teaching?
Yep.
Both would have to go. I couldn't do one without the other. Now if I had to give up coaching, then teaching would have to go too. It would be a completely different career. Now, if we can talk about the number of preps I teach and streamlining that. I teach. This year I have 4 preps. But part of the difficulty is I have a lot of classes where they're very small and there's only one class offering. So to have a full teaching load, you've got to teach more classes. So that may be where the shift happens long term. Maybe getting it down to 2 or 3 preps. But I do enjoy what I teach, and I enjoy the students I have, and being able to push them academically. And then as far as athletics, doing the same thing. We're, as I shared earlier, we're involved with our youth development, and that may be something where we try and see if we can get additional help and somebody take leadership of that.
I know I get asked often, which sport do I like to call most? And I'll tell folks, really, I'm ready for the next season when the next season begins. Is it kind of like that with teaching and coaching, that when you do kind of, I don't know if burned out is the appropriate word, but if you get tired of one briefly, you have another one to fall back on? Do you find that being true? Or is there just this love for both at all times?
Well, as a distance runner, I'll always love distance. There's challenges in the field events. They're so technical. Cross country is really where you have your breath of fresh air, because you can show up to a meet and everybody does only one event. Whereas in track and field, you may have a kid do up to 4 events, and then you're trying to, hey, we got to schedule this kid a certain way, because they might actually have 3 or 4 events all coinciding, especially if you have a talented jumper. And so, or a thrower might have 2 throwing events going on at the same time. So definitely cross country's, it's a much more enjoyable day. It's a shorter day. We do a lot of traveling for cross country. So that may be a little bit more of a burden for us, in that we just spent this past weekend in Georgia. We're going up on Saturday to Montevallo to race in a twilight race. And then the following week, we're going to Huntsville. But a lot of these competitions are really necessary for our cross country program, in that we face some really talented teams. And our girls team was one of the, probably one of the top 5 teams in the state last year. And barring it, we're running through a few through some injuries and some things that are holding us back as a team, but we're working through those, and hopefully we can be healthy towards the end. But with track and field, the nice thing is we can stay local. A lot of what we need here, we will travel for one meet. So each has its plus or minuses, but indoor, everything's up in Birmingham. There's no way around it. It's the only indoor facility in the state. So, when we try and get our kids the opportunity, the challenge we face as a school is that we can only make the varsity level competitions. It's very hard to make the JV middle school meets during the middle of the week. So, but that kind of tells you a little bit about each of those and the energy needed for them.
And you mentioned that the only indoor facility is in Birmingham. So are you rehearsing or practicing or doing your meets throughout the course of the year in an outdoor setting and then go indoors in Birmingham?
Yeah, it's the only way. There's no way to replicate it. And the only thing is it's warmer indoors, and then you get your cold winter days, and then the facilities are really nice. It's actually shared by during the volleyball season. They do a lot of volleyball tournaments inside the Crossplex. They'll convert the track and field, and I know that they do the first round of the state volleyball tournament inside that facility.
Is a runner in track and field quicker indoors or out?
Always outdoor. Then multiple turns, especially for sprinters. If you're running a 400, you're going to have 4 turns, whereas outdoor 2. And they're bank tracks, so it's a little bit more challenging. You actually feel like you're running uphill somewhat on an indoor track with the way the Crossplex is built. So for sprinters, a little bit more challenging, and also the conditioning. I mean, you're going from indoor, outdoor, they're consecutive. And so by the time you get to outdoor, the end of the season, our athletes have and all athletes end up having, more fitness to work off of.
Where cross country is concerned, an athlete, to me, I'm not trying to suggest that a cross country athlete is the smartest of the athletes, but it does seem to take a different mindset, a mindset that you've got a mental discipline to force yourself to go these long distances when the body might say otherwise. Is it a different athlete that is running cross country versus maybe one that plays football or basketball or baseball with those short energy bursts?
Well, just like in any sport, athletes have to be disciplined to be good at their craft. I do find that our distance runners can be really strong students in the classroom as well. We will have athletes recognized by the Mobile Optimist Club, but no, I appreciate the fact that if you're running 20, 30, 40 miles a week, and then some of our kids are trying to get closer to 50. There is the mental side of running that is important, but then the only way to get to that is building up the physical. And so the season upon season growth, not just within the season, is important as well. And so, to think that some of these athletes at the collegiate or Olympic level are running 100 or so miles a week, even more, just the fact that they got to make the time for it, and then the discipline that goes behind it. There's no doubt there's a lot of mental strength behind it.
You mentioned there have been some injuries this year where cross country is concerned. What is the most common cross country athlete injury?
Shin splints would be one. In a common one for athletes who do a lot of mileage, even stress fractures. Fortunately for us, that's not very common for stress fractures. I was one who experienced that in high school. I had a stress fracture in each leg. My coach said, well, these are just shin splints. You can keep working through it. And so anytime we have a kid who's been feeling or an ache or pain for a week or so, they've definitely got to get it checked out. Shin splints is oftentimes what we see with a lot of our track our field athletes, where or new athletes who come that have just been doing a lot of jumping, have been on our track surface more than what they're used to, and so really it becomes an overuse injury. So it's important that when we do bring new athletes in, that we bring them about slowly and not just say, hey, here, let's try this, let's do this, let's do that. It's perhaps one of the greatest challenges we have with new athletes is just keeping their shins to a point where it's not prohibiting them from being able to run. As far as our cross country injuries, some of them are just keeping our athletes from being able to run, and they're having to do fitness by other means, like on a bike or swim, trying to keep their fitness levels up. But it's not a very common thing for us. I tend to be more on the conservative side with mileage. But it can be known that certain programs in the state, especially with cross country, tend to have kids who are injured with stress fractures.
Coach Joseph Swaggart, who is the head cross country coach, track and field coach, mathematics, physics, compliance, you name it, he does it. Thanks so much for being our halftime guest. I know we chatted a year ago. Let's do it again in 2025.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Robert, for having me.
Thank you.
We work hard to give our customers the very best. So when they share how happy they are with us, we love sharing that news with the world. One of our customers loved our customer service so much that they left this review online. It's obvious that reviews like this always make us smile, but it also serves as a reminder to us that it is imperative to provide the best service possible for our customers. We believe that our future success comes from the way we treat our customers today. So if you're looking for a company that has the best customer service backed by years of extensive knowledge and experience, then we are the right fit for you. Thanks for taking a moment to check us out. We are excited about serving you and the people you care about. Don't hesitate to call us on the number on your screen, and we look forward to doing business with you.
It is halftime in the half, a 7-5 Bayside Academy lead. Bayside scoring the first 7, Orange Beach the next 5. And here we are at the half with a 2-point difference between Bayside and Orange Beach. Wilkinson has scored on a touchdown strike from Miller. For the Admirals, a safety. Stacy down in the end zone on a muffed punt and a 35-yard field goal. Have Orange Beach on the board. Hey, don't forget, subscribe to our YouTube channel, trying to get to 5,000 subscribers, and we're just a handful away. So if you haven't already, please do. And if you want to watch this or anything we've got on the website, like about 1,000 games for a year, $25 will do it, and you can subscribe to our premium channel. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and Threads. And don't forget tomorrow, Georgia Military College football. They will take on Tyler Junior College, and we will be there. Coverage being brought to you tonight by Gulf City Body and Trailer Works since 1945. 7-5 halftime score. Second half action coming up.
We just received some fantastic feedback from one of our great clients. They wanted to tell us what a good job we did for them, and we wanted to share it with you. And it's no surprise that we love hearing from happy and satisfied customers. And this review is no exception in showing our dedication to superior customer service. This is one of our favorite reviews as well. Very inspiring. But please, don't take their word for it. We're confident you'll discover the difference for yourself. Attention to detail and unmatched quality are our specialties. Simply call the number on your screen if we can help you. We look forward to serving you. Thanks for watching.
Just about all White Jones County. Diving catches shortstop. Gross. gap. Diving catch in center field by Ben Aklinski. There is a shot towards deep short. Kraft's got it. Long throw over, and he got it. Second half action about to get underway. The Admirals won the coin toss, opted to defer to half number 2, and let's see if they make an early statement as to their plans here in the second half. Leading it by just 2, 7-5 ball game. And of course, you know that when we get into the third stanza, we do the shout out thing. There's the number, it's attached to the scoreboard. And what we're looking for is who are you shouting to? Who's the shouter? And what's the shout?
To start the second half.
And where are you shouting from? 334-488-1385, the number. And it's the number there attached to the scoreboard. And 2, if you got a little watch party going on, be sure to snap a photo, send it. We'll get it on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, or Threads a little bit later. 334-488-1385 to shout out. All third stanza long. Taken into the 8. Kane across the 25. And he will stumble forward to near the 32-ish. And comes up holding the hand.
By James Key.
And favoring that right hand, as a matter of fact. So he definitely looks to be in some pain, looking down at the finger now, just kind of slinging it a bit, which is a good sign. I mean, if you sling it, it may not be injury that's going to take you off the field of play for an extended period. Unless, of course, I guess you're trying to sling it back in place. On the sidelines at the moment is Kane on a 1st down and 10. We'll call it the 28. And that is where the opening drive in the second half will begin for the Admirals. Fake to Lions, Miller on the keeper, across the 30, across the 35 to the 37. Gain of 8 on a 1st down carry. 334-488-1385. That's the number for shout-outs. And here we go. We're sending love to Bayside Admirals from Mandeville, Louisiana. Special shout-out to Miles Uter, number 13, and brother Madden, the Wonder Boy, watching Bayside and SMU simultaneously. See brother Graham Uter play for SMU. That's right. Who are they playing tonight? It's BYU, I think. They are playing tonight. Go Admirals. Mama Lisa and Paul Wally are proud of you. And good luck, Graham. Second down and a couple. Give going to a new face tonight, but not a new face this season. That is Wells Smith getting his first carry. And he will pick up the 1st down.
Wells Smith.
Shout out to our number 66, Will Allen, from his great Aunt Debbie in Opelika, Alabama. Let's win this one, Admirals. Thank you very much. Great Aunt Debbie over in Opelika. And that's how you do it. All of those are Gold Star shout-outs. Got who it was to, who it was from, had the shout-out, and where it was from. Wells, hammered by Brunick. 5 yards deep. Brunick read it perfectly. And drops him for a 5-yard loss. Well, the official's kind and said he lost 4. 2nd and 14. Back to the 31. SMU, by the way, where Graham is playing football, 2-0 on the young year. Taking on a BYU team in Dallas tonight. We have not been lacking for penalties. And there's a number of hankies. And it'll be a false start. Shout-out says, let's go number 72. Proud of you, K-Dog. Your favorite sister, Hannah. Thank you very much, favorite sister. Go get them, boys. Tate Moore. Tate, good to hear from you. I think Tate, and maybe I shouldn't say, because if I say the wrong school, you know, they're big-time rivals. But I think he is up at Auburn now. Miller on the keeper across the 40. And will make his way to the 43. Tate Moore, though, a former Admiral standout, watching tonight. Third down and 7.
For the Admirals.
Admirals have got to get inside Mako's territory to pick up the first on a third down. Wells in the backfield. Kane, by the way, back onto the turf, so whatever had him slinging the hand is apparently okay now. A little high with the snap. Miller able to bring it down. It, though, disrupted the flow of the play. Not to mention Beck was disrupting the flow of the play. He was in the backfield quickly.
Intended for Wells Smith is incomplete.
Incomplete pass. And it will bring up a fourth down and long punting situation. Back to kick is Keelan Stacy.
Brings up 4th and 7 for the Admirals.
Fourth down and 7.
Stacy on the punt. Back to receive.
And if you're wondering if a fake would be in order here, I would say no, not in a 2-point game. I mean, it would be the element of surprise, definitely, but needing 7 to pick up the first. And if you don't pick it up, you give them the ball inside your territory.
Sideline warning on Orange Beach.
Not liking the thought of a fake, but we'll see. Shout out to Noah Kane and the Admirals from Poppy and Mimi in Jasper, Alabama. Poppy and Mimi, thanks so much. Line drive kick, but it looks like it's going to take a very nice Bayside roll.
Stacy's punt down on the 12-yard line.
Down to the 12-yard line.
Bring up 1st and 10 for the Makos.
And that is where it is first down and 10. Excellent kick. May not have had that high spiraling look to it, but it was effective. And the Makos going to begin their first drive of the second half. Deep inside their own territory to the 13. .8:43 to go in the third. Opening Mako's drive of half number 2. And it is Brunick picking his way forward for 7. And it'll become a second down and short for the Makos. Shout out says, go Kyle Greek from Reno, Nevada. Thank you very much for the shout out. We love Big Dog Wells from Little G. Thank you very much, Little G. Beck on the keeper. Met at the line of scrimmage. If he got anything, it was a half yard before being driven backwards.
Beck on the carry.
Well, they are going to give him forward progress of a half yard. And he'll bring up a third down and right at 2. Football at the 21. At least thus far, I don't want to jinx it, but this has been one of the quicker games here at Bayside. Not quite halfway through quarter number 3. And in real time, about an hour and a half into the ball game. Third down and a couple. Brunick on the keeper. And he will pound his way forward close to a first. And again, a repeat. I've been saying this all game long, but it will depend upon the spot. And it is enough for the first. The chains will move on the far sidelines.
First down, Makos.
Shout out Forrest Smith, a.k.a. Love Bug, from your favorite relative, Bucky Phillips. Or actually, that's Philippi. Or Felipe. Let's just go with Bucky. Or how about just going with Forrest Smith's favorite relative? Brunick on the carry. He will lose yardage. Trying to get around the right side.
Brunick over the right side. Brought down by Noah Kane for no gain.
Kane on the stop. And it'll bring up a second down and long. Don't forget Georgia Military College football tomorrow. Wow, what a game last week in Milledgeville. 1-11. Iowa Western number 1. Georgia Military 11 in junior college football. It goes to overtime. And Iowa Western wins it by 1. So Georgia Military trying to get back on the winning track tomorrow. 1 o'clock Central against the Apaches of Tyler Junior College. Not a whole lot of running room for Braden Hood trying to bring it around the right side. He will be dropped. Shout out says, let's go Big Man Monroe from your homie. Shout out to the sophomore sensation Cade Lyons from your kinfolks in Blackshear, Alabama. Thanks, kinfolks. Timeout on the field, 5:43. And the clock ticking despite the timeout. We're back in 60. .5:33 left to play in the third. It is third down and 11. Back to passes. McAlpine incomplete. Had his receiver open, Lee Steele, but the pass behind Steele. And it'll bring up a 4th down and long. So both teams with an opportunity in half number 2, and neither able to put together a drive of any substance. Let's go Bayside. From Sophie, Jack, and Evie Kate. Thank you, Sophie, Jack, and Evie. Here's a line drive kick from the Mancos, and it too will take an Orange Beach roll. Down to the 37, and that is where Bayside will take over first down and 10.
First and 10.
Admirals a touchdown to their credit thus far. On their resume, it's that one 8-yard touchdown toss. Bo Miller to John Ben Wilkinson. It happened with 66 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Orange Beach without a TD, but they've got a safety and a field goal. And it's a 2-point ball game as we are at the 5:18 mark in the third. Second drive of the second half for Bayside. Give goes up the middle. And a gain of a yard or 2 on the Cade Lyons carry.
Cade Lyons on the carry up the middle for the
Give him a yard, it'll be a second down and 9.
James Key on the stop for the Makos. Second and 9.
It was raining into the second quarter, but the rain has stopped, and it's a soggy but relatively pleasant night. Not supposed to see 90s again until 2025. Highs this week in the 80s to 85 degrees. Handoff up the middle. And again, a yard or so for Lions, bringing up a 3rd and long.
Lions on the carry, gain of 2.
That drive that turned into a Bayside score featured a couple of complete Miller passes, one to Kane, and then, of course, the touchdown strike to Wilkinson. Bayside 73-48 here at Freedom Field. 3rd down and long, trying to convert and keep drive number 2 alive in half 2. Miller flushed out of the pocket. Beck in pursuit, dives. Miller able to avoid. Kane, the intended target, And it'll be incomplete. Trying to sidearm it to Kane down the sidelines, and that'll bring up a 4th and long.
Brings up 4th and 7.
And another punting situation for Keelan Stacy and company. Back deep to receive is Caden Showles. Showles standing at his 28. Stacy will boot it away from near his 25. .343 to play in quarter 3. Nice looking kick from Ivan, and that will be down at the 25.
25-yard line, where Orange Beach will take over 1st and 10.
And it'll be a 1st down and 10. So the Admirals with a couple of drives in half number 2. And now Orange Beach beginning their 2nd drive of half number 2. A little better field position. Prior drive started at their 13. This one will begin at the 25. We're in his 1st down and 10. No running room up the middle. On the carry is Hoyle, but Hoyle losing yardage. Back to the 22-yard line. Neal in on the stop. Neal, the only returning All-Stater from a year ago. He was honorable mention as a linebacker as a sophomore, now in his junior year. McAlpine dumping off the pass, incomplete. Intended for Joel Chandler.
McAlpine's pass intended for Joel Chandler is incomplete.
Shout out to number 9, Kane Lyons. Pa and Bobby are watching from Rossington. Go Admirals. Thank you very much. Pa and Bobby. Incomplete pass, stopping the clock with inside 3 to play in quarter number 3. McAlpine again to pass. It is caught. New receiver on the field, Miller Day, and Day able to get back to about the original line of scrimmage. So the defense is shining here in quarter number 3. And another punting situation for Sanders Semiklos. Noah Kane drifting back to midfield to receive the kick. Semiklos kick. Hits, rolls, Kane. Really didn't look tempted to try to bring it in and take off. It'll roll down to the 33. And that is where Bayside will take over, 1st down and 10. Low-scoring contest, as I mentioned in the opening half. Low scoring favors Bayside. Anytime they've allowed less than 10, they've lost once out of 51 games. But right now, not feeling particularly comfortable with a 2-point lead in a 7-5 game in the 3rd. And a couple of more minutes for your shout-outs. Don't forget, though, when we wrap up shout-outs in the 3rd, you can shout anytime you like on YouTube. Handoff given to Kane. Kane breaking tackles. Churns his way out to the 38. Should have been stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Noah Kane over the right side.
But able to pick up 7.
Brought down by James
And that
Key
will bring
for
up a
Orange
2nd
Beach.
down and 3.
Gain of 6 on the play brings up 2nd and 4.
Number 66 from Papa. Rah-Rah, not Ray-Ray. Okay, Rah-Rah. I was thinking a couple of years ago, I was butchering one of those nicknames. And maybe I was calling it Ray-Ray and then was told it was Rah-Rah. I thought I'd call it Rah-Rah, and it was Ray Ray. But it's Rah-Rah from Jasper, Alabama. Thank you very much, Rah-Rah. Miller. All receivers covered now, trying to just avoid the sack. And we'll throw it to the sidelines into the hands of Riggins Hammock.
Flag on the play.
Hammock's a freshman, tight end. And he'd like to catch a pass, but on the field of play. And with all that time running around, you just might get an offensive hold. Let's see what the officials are calling. You're trying to protect your quarterback who's running for his life. It's not going to be a hold, though. It's going to be roughing the passer.
On Orange Beach, 15-yard penalty.
And it'll be a 15-yard mark-off.
Will be a Mosquito Authority Admirals first down.
Well, that's a heck of a lot better than what was anticipated. 15-yard mark-off on the roughing the quarterback. And it'll be a first down inside Orange Beach territory at the 47. Miller faking the handoff to Lyons, and then the pass batted up into the air by Brunick. Falls incomplete.
Miller's pass intended for Miles Uter, incomplete, 2nd and 10.
And it is second down and 10. Inside a minute to play, quarter number 3. Football on the 47. Third quarter drive for Bayside. Miller sending Anderson in motion. Handoff given to Lyons, and Lyons will battle his way down to the 41.
Cade Lyons over the right side picks up about 5.
Gain of 5, 2nd and 5. Football at the 42.
Orange Beach, 3rd and 5, Admirals.
The crowd has grown since the rain has stopped. And a pretty good looking crowd on both sides of Freedom Field. And another flag. This one, though, apparently going against Orange Beach. It'll be a 5-yard mark off, offsides. And the penalty yardage might be enough for the first. It is. Notice our camera a couple of times flashing in and out on a very soggy night. Water and electronics are not particularly good friends. So hopefully whatever is flickering will let us get through the 4th as Bayside leads it by 2.
We just received some fantastic feedback from one of our great clients. They wanted to tell us what a good job we did for them, and we wanted to share it with you. And it's no surprise that we love hearing from happy and satisfied customers. And this review is no exception in showing our dedication to superior customer service. This is one of our favorite reviews as well. Very inspiring. But please, don't take their word for it. We're confident you'll discover the difference for yourself. Attention to detail and unmatched quality are our specialties. Simply call the number on your screen if we can help you. We look forward to serving you. Thanks for watching.
"12 minutes of football left in this one. Anybody's ballgame, 2-point Admiral lead." Thanks for all the shout-outs, by the way. Great to have you watching wherever you are watching from. A shout-out to Baron Trotter from the Hadleys. Thank you very much, Hadleys. It is first down and 10, Bayside at the 37. 4th quarter left. Fake to Lyons. Miller on the keeper. He will bang his way forward down to the 30.
Bo Miller on the keeper.
Gaining 7 on the carry.
Gains about 7.
Bringing up a 2nd down and 3.
Stop made by Daniel Hembry for Orange Beach.
Deepest penetration of the night for Orange Beach was about the 13. So this is one of those games where a 2-score lead almost feels like a 3 or 4-score lead. So Bayside would definitely like to punch it in on a drive that started in the 3rd and continues in the 4th. Was that a lateral? Makos say yes. The official says no. Incomplete pass.
Bo Miller's pass ruled incomplete.
And it'll bring up a 3rd down
For
and right at
Lions.
3.
Brings up 3rd and 3 for the Admirals.
Shout out to K Lions from your biggest fans in Tuscaloosa. By the way, Bayside is headed to Tuscaloosa at the end of the year. I think it's the last game of the season. And of course, we hope that is the last game of the regular season and not the last game of the year altogether. Snap to Miller, low snap, and he's trying to make something out of nothing and gets close to a Bayside first.
Bo Miller on the carry for the Admirals.
From this vantage point, looks like he is just a tad shy.
Matthew Steele and Daniel Henry.
And it will bring up a
bringing up 4th
3rd down, make that a 4th down and 1. And I believe we've got Billy Neal in the backfield for the first time tonight, and he is typically part of your Big Bubba package. And you got a timeout on the field, and Bayside will ask for the break.
We work hard to give our customers the very best. So when they share how happy they are with us, we love sharing that news with the world. One of our customers loved our customer service so much that they left this review online. It's obvious that reviews like this always make us smile, but it also serves as a reminder to us that it is imperative to provide the best service possible for our customers. We believe that our future success comes from the way we treat our customers today. So if you're looking for a company that has the best customer service backed by years of extensive knowledge and experience, then we are the right fit for you. Thanks for taking a moment to check us out. We are excited about serving you and the people you care about. Don't hesitate to call us on the number on your screen, and we look forward to doing business with you.
Ten and a half left to play in the football game. It is a 4th down, and apparently a 4th down that featured a penalty, as it's 4th and 5 versus the 4th and 1. And that'll take Neal out of the game, and Miller back in to pass on 4th down. Stays in the pocket, fires, intended for Uter, incomplete.
Pass incomplete, intended for Miles Uter. Turner over on downs.
And a loss of downs gives it back over to the Makos.
1st and 10, Makos.
So a big 5-yard penalty. Not sure what the penalty was, but a big penalty that turned a 4th and very short into a 4th and not so short. And Miller incomplete on the pass attempt to Uter. 1st and 10. Football at the 33. Makos in possession. McAlpine over the middle. It is incomplete. Intended for Lee Steele. And Steele got popped and slow getting up. And not up yet.
Incomplete.
Then hops up, and that's not a trot to the sidelines. In some pain at the moment. Bringing up a 2nd down and 10. Incomplete pass. Stopping the clock with 10:35 left to play. McAlpine to pass. Complete toss to Hood, and Hood dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
McAlpine's pass complete to Braden Hood.
Loses a yard or two, and it's third down and long.
No gain on the play, brings up 3rd and 10 for the Makos.
Almost forgot we're playing NFL now. Last night, Kansas City knocking off the Ravens by a 27-20 final. Eagles and Packers playing now at the half. Green Bay with a 19-17 lead over the Eagles. Pass over the middle, separated from football. Compliments of Mr. Noah Kane as Joel Chandler. That was a complete pass, but Kane just crushed it. And turns it into an incomplete pass. Now, I'm thinking there must be, based on fan reaction, a flag on the field. I don't see a flag, but there must be one, and the officials conferring. If it was the hit that created the foul, it was not helmet to helmet. I mean, it was just a solid pop. And the officials have waved off the flag.
It'll bring up 4th down and 10 for the Makos.
And it'll bring up a 4th down. Well, Bayside delighted to wave off the flag. The Makos, not so much. It certainly looked like the right call. Just a clean hit from Kane that separated receiver from ball. Not a particularly good semi-slope punt, and it will give Bayside field position inside Makos territory.
The 1st and 10 for the Admirals.
And it'll be a 1st down and 10 at the 48-yard line. Best field position of the night to start a drive for Bayside, as it will start inside Orange Beach territory. Lions in the backfield on a 1st down and 10. Miller, handoff given to Lions, and he will bang his way inside the 45 to the 44, gain of 4, close to 5 on a 1st down carry. Next week, Monroe County, first region game. Monroe County 0-2 on the year going into tonight, but have not played a region game. Again, the only teams that have played regionally, Excel and Flomaton. They played last week. Miller with a fake over to Lions, and he will get to the 42, gain a yard or 2, and bring up a 3rd down and short.
2 on the play. Stop made by Blake Brunick for the Makos. 3rd and 4 for the Admirals.
Bayside with a 31-10 loss to St. Michael's, a 32-14 win over Marbury. Trying to go to 2-1 on the year and give Barrett Trotter his 10th win as a Bayside coach. And I've given the Lions sidestepping some Makos, won't get the first, got about half of what he needed.
Cade Lyons on the carry over the left side, brought down by James Key for the Makos.
And it'll bring up a 4th down and short. And it looks like Billy Neal is trotting onto the field. Used often in those short yardage situations. 4th and a couple. And he's looking for a surge and won't get enough to pick up the first.
Billy Neal on the carry.
To the 40, but they needed to get to the 38 and a half. And Orange Beach will take over on a loss
Gains
of
2 on the play.
Admiral Downs.
Official measurement.
And apparently they're going to bring the chains onto the field, but this looks not as close as a lot of those they have
Correction.
not
Touchdown,
measured for.
Makos.
And apparently have decided not to measure. It is a first down and 10 for the Makos. Football just across the 39.
39-yard line for Orange Beach.
And it'll be first down and 10. Handoff given to Hoyle, and Hoyle gets back to the line of scrimmage on a little misdirection in the backfield by the Makos, but no gain, even a loss of a yard by Hoyle, and now Hoyle slow getting up. So earlier it was Steele who got banged up, and now it is Hoyle.
Chase Hoyle on the carry.
Both required some assistance to the sideline. Steele got back into the game, and certainly we hope the same for Hoyle. Loss of about a half yard brings up a second 10, 10 and a half. As the official starts the clock, 7:20 to go. Low snap, McAlpine looking for it, had to fall on it.
Fumble on the play recovered by McAlpine.
Loss of 5,
Loss of 7 on the play. Brings
and
up
it will
third
become
down
a
and
third
17
down and 15.
for Orange Beach.
Next week it is Monroe County for Bayside Academy. McAlpine on the third down and long. Got to get to the 49 to pick up the first. Rolls out, fires, and it is incomplete.
McAlpine's pass intended for Joel Chandler is incomplete.
Chandler got popped despite the
Fourth
fact he
and
didn't
17.
catch the football. Thinking,
Orange Beach.
darn, man. I mean, hit me when I catch it. But, hey, defender doing what he was supposed to do. Took care of Chandler. Anticipating the catch. Incomplete brings up a fourth down and 15. And Cade Lyons going back to receive the kick. Noah Kane had been receiving kicks, but I noticed after that hard tackle that he was kind of flexing the shoulder.
Semi-closest punt comes to rest at the 31-yard line.
Semi-close, down to the 31. That's where Bayside will take over first down and 10. .6:17 left to play in the football game. Bayside hanging on to a 2-point lead in the scoreless second half. We have gone nearly a quarter and a half with nothing in the final 24 minutes of the football game. And Bayside with it at the 31. Snap of the football, Miller the pass to Kane, makes the catch, or dropped it actually, hit him
Bo Miller's pass
right in the hands.
intended
That's
for
what he
Noah Kane
typically
is
will
incomplete.
hang on to, but this one drops
Second
and
and
it's
10
incomplete.
Admirals.
And we'll bring up a second down and 10. Well, I gave you football scores. Let me check on the WNBA, and specifically Caitlin Clark. Fever lost tonight to the Lynx. Let's see how Clark did on a handoff given to Lions, and Lions across the 35 to the 36. 25 points, 8 rebounds, 8 assists.
Picks up 4 yards.
Average
Stop by
run-of-the-mill
Williams for Orange Beach.
9 in the gymnasium for Clark.
Brings up third and 6. Officials timeout.
Got an officials timeout halfway through the stanza. Got to take a heat break, and we'll be back in 60.
We just received some fantastic feedback from one of our great clients. They wanted to tell us what a good job we did for them, and we wanted to share it with you. And it's no surprise that we love hearing from happy and satisfied customers. And this review is no exception in showing our dedication to superior customer service. This is one of our favorite reviews as well. Very inspiring. But please, don't take their word for it. We're confident you'll discover the difference for yourself. Attention to detail and unmatched quality are our specialties. Simply call the number on your screen if we can help you. We look forward to serving you. Thanks for watching.
Five minutes, 56 seconds left to play in the football game. A 3rd and 6 for Bayside. Needing to cross the 40, get near the 42 to pick up the first. Miller on the keeper. Steps out of bounds, I think a little bit shy of the first. He will step out the 40, needed to get to the 41 to about the 42 to pick up the first. And it'll bring up a 4th down. Finals in Major League Baseball tonight. Yankees shut out the Cubs 3-0. Rockies over the Brewers 3-2. Orioles beat the Rays 2-0. Red Sox over the White Sox 3-1. Mets 6-4 in 10 over the Reds. Phillies 16-2, knocking off the Marlins. And Braves have beaten the Blue Jays 3-1. Everybody else in the majors still playing. 4th down and 1. Neal on the keeper, and he's got the first.
The Admirals.
Little riverboat gambling from Barrett Trotter on a 4th and 1 inside your own territory in a 2-point game, better than midway through the 4th. But it pays off, and it's 1st down and 10. As we get inside 5 minutes to play in the football game. Bayside trying to knock off the bigger Makos of Orange Beach, a 3A versus a 4A. Lions across midfield, got the first, breaks into this side, 40, 45-30, foot race to the 21, and is dropped there. Big run for Cade Lyons. Big Cade Lyons play up the middle and then just found running room. And makes his way down to the 22. Where it is 1st down and 10 for Bayside. And this is a scenario where the Admirals are more than content to let the clock run. Use as much time on the play clock as possible. Handoff given to Lyons, and Lyons will find his way inside the 20.
Carry up the middle. Gain of 1 on the play.
That'll bring up a 2nd down and 9.
Stop made by Matthew Hoover for Orange Beach. 2nd and 9, Admiral.
Bayside looking to score and eat up about 3 minutes and 25 seconds. If they could score on the last play of the game, they would be perfectly content. Or as a matter of fact, I know they'd like to have a little more room in between the Makos and the Admirals. And off again, given to Lyons, and Lyons tripped up near the 21.
Lyons on the left side, brought down.
And Orange Beach.
Timeout, Orange Beach.
Saving some time. They will ask for a break in the action with 2:57 left to play.
Off at the concession stand.
Inside 3 to play. Orange Beach calling the timeout. And if Bayside doesn't pick up a first here, they may call another timeout unless an incomplete pass stops the clock. A sack. Miller lassoed to the turf of the 35. And Orange Beach has indeed asked for another break in the action.
Loss of 10 on the play. Brings up third and
It
long
is
for the
fourth
Admirals.
and long for Bayside when we return.
We work hard to give our customers the very best. So when they share how happy they are with us, we love sharing that news with the world. One of our customers loved our customer service so much that they left this review online. It's obvious that reviews like this always make us smile, but it also serves as a reminder to us that it is imperative to provide the best service possible for our customers. We believe that our future success comes from the way we treat our customers today. So if you're looking for a company that has the best customer service backed by years of extensive knowledge and experience, then we are the right fit for you. Thanks for taking a moment to check us out. We are excited about serving you and the people you care about. Don't hesitate to call us on the number on your screen, and we look forward to doing business with you.
Well, Bayside is going to try a very lengthy field goal for a high school kicker, 48-yard effort. And now there's a penalty flag, and if that goes against Bayside, it will become a 53-yard field goal. Let's see what the infraction is.
Illegal substitution.
Illegal substitution.
5-yard penalty.
Nathan Ivan, the junior, was like, man, I wanted to try that 48-yarder. It would now become a 53-yard kick. And instead, Keelan Stacy will do the kicking, as in punting. And Stacy has been asked not to kick it into the end zone. And the Makos seem to think a fake could be coming. There's nobody back deep to receive. It is indeed a kick, though. And it will hit at the 10 and stop at the 11. Excellent Stacy kick.
11-yard line. It'll be first down,
Leaving the
10
Makos
for Orange Beach.
89 yards away from Paynard with 2 minutes and 36 seconds left to play in the football game. Well, keep in mind the Makos do not need a touchdown. They need a field goal. They've had a 35-yarder, so we know their kicker is good from around the 25. It did look like on that particular kick that might be the max. So if you're Orange Beach, you're trying to get to the 25-yard line. If you don't get into the end zone. Bayside would love a pick, a fumble. First down and 10. Pass caught over the middle. And a gain of 5 on the play for Joel Chandler. Orange Beach, though, working with limited timeouts. So if you drop it over the middle of the field, you're looking at 20, 25 seconds consumed.
Noah Kane on the stop for the Admirals.
With only one timeout left, and of course you'd like to reserve that one timeout
5-yard gain on the play, 2nd and 5. Orange
if you
Beach.
get in potential field goal range. 2nd and 5, McAlpine to pass. Looks, fires, incomplete.
McAlpin's
The nearest
pass
body
incomplete.
was David Phillips,
Intended for Miller Day.
the senior DB.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
And the incomplete pass will bring up 3rd down and 5. In now 4-down territory. Football at the 29. One minute, 40 seconds left to play in the football game. McAlpine fires over the middle, and it is incomplete, bringing up a 4th and 5. And if you're Orange Beach, you are going for it.
Incomplete.
And here's your ball
Brings
game.
up 4th and 5 for Orange Beach.
Pick up the 5. The drive stays alive. Do not. And Bayside will run out the clock. 1:34 to play. Fourth down and 5, Orange Beach. McAlpine fires over the middle, and it is picked off. Bayside with a pick. Bayside with 1 minute, 25 seconds left to play, and Orange Beach can only stop the clock once.
1st and 10 Admirals.
Monroe Parton. And Bayside appears to be poised to win their 51st game when holding the competition to less than 10. And better yet, go 2-1 on the year. Better yet, back-to-back wins before getting into region play next week in Monroeville against Monroe County. First down and 10. Miller will keep it. And he'll be dropped at the 29 yards. Loss of a yard or two.
Keeper up the middle. No gain on the play. Timeout called, Orange Beach.
And Orange Beach will use their last timeout. 2-point Bayside lead. Just about a minute left.
We just received some fantastic feedback from one of our great clients. They wanted to tell us what a good job we did for them, and we wanted to share it with you. And it's no surprise that we love hearing from happy and satisfied customers. And this review is no exception in showing our dedication to superior customer service. This is one of our favorite reviews as well. Very inspiring. But please, don't take their word for it. We're confident you'll discover the difference for yourself. Attention to detail and unmatched quality are our specialties. Simply call the number on your screen if we can help you. We look forward to serving you. Thanks for watching.
Handoff given up the middle to Kane Lyons, and Lyons will battle his way inside the 30 down to the 26-yard line.
Gains 1 on the play.
And that should end the ball game. They'll have to snap the ball one more time. Miller will put a knee to the turf, and the ball game should end. A 2-point Bayside victory. 7-5, the only touchdown coming at the 106 mark in the opening stanza. Wilkinson, an 8-yard touchdown pass from Bo Miller. The Ivan kick was good. And after one, it was Bayside 7-zip. And that will wind up being the last Bayside score of the football game, but it was all they needed.
Run again.
Orange Beach with a safety at the 4:52 mark in the second, and then a field goal from 35 yards out as time ran out. And the halftime score is the final score. 7-5, Bayside will win it. Thanks so much for watching our coverage, and a huge thank you to Gulf City Body and Trailer for making our coverage possible tonight. Don't forget, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and Threads. If you want to watch this game again, it's available on our premium channel. And tomorrow, Tyler, Texas, the Apaches and the Bulldogs. Tylerman, Georgia Military College with a 1 o'clock kickoff. Next Friday in Monroe County and the Admirals. And they will tee it up and kick it off at 7 p.m. And our plans are to be there. Thanks so much for watching. Thanks for shouting out. Thank you to Amy Zanatti, who's been running camera. I'm Robert Williamson. So long, everyone.